So we're going to talk about the arpeggiator right now. This is one of my favorite MIDI effects. We used to have an arpeggiator, the environment, but now we have an entire effect for this. This has been in one of the more recent updates. It's pretty awesome. So let's go into the actual default for a minute. And when I push a key, just really basic arpeggiator setup right now. We can change the rate. We can change the direction. This one here is actually pretty useful. It does it based on the key order you push, which is kind of fun. Okay, so really basic arpeggiation. We can change the variation here, which listen to what it does. Essentially, it's a different set of patterns, and then we can add additional octaves if we want. And we can see some of these if we go to the keyboard view. So both of those pretty cool. Okay, we can also put this into latch mode. Means I can push the keys and it will just run. But we can also change the mode. So for instance, we can do have it add in additional notes. We can transpose it. So let's latch. What that means is if I push a key, it keeps the same initial chord and just moves it up and down. I do like through. That means it's going to take the original set, latch it, or put it in permanent mode, and then we can play additional notes which don't affect it. So that allows us to have essentially two kind of instruments at once. Now let's come into our options, which this means we can actually change some of the way that the notes play. So for instance, we can change the note length. I do like throwing some randomness in there. Same with velocity. Swing, and we have some cycle controls there as well. I don't use these as much, but things you can do. We do have the ability to adjust MIDI controllers, which means we can use, for instance, a pedal or another pad or something to change these parameters. Kind of useful. Inside the keyboard mode, we can do a split, and with the split, it makes these keys have these controls. This is great for performing live if you want to change modes. So this is a great live control aspect for some of the parameters of the arpeggiator. Last thing, we have the live mode. Or we can do grid. with some of these, a held out note, short notes, velocity is vertical, and then we can also do chords with these. So let's actually reset this for a minute. Let's go up here, just do, well, we also, we're doing the default here. So down here under custom, we have a bunch of presets as well. All kinds of cool things that you can explore with this. So you can see this is a really cool rhythmic tool, also with some melody components to that, but really awesome way to work, and awesome that we can add this onto any instrument, and it just fits right on the channel strip for the instrument. Let's go over here and look at it right here. And we can use this with the instruments, or we can also use it with other MIDI tracks as well. So pretty awesome, a very powerful thing to be able to have in our toolbox. Okay, cool. See you tomorrow.